Welcome back, everyone. I am Zadian. This is Kerbal Space Program, the Redneck Space Program. And today, people, you will notice my voice sounds like shit. Absolute garbage. I'm getting over a cold, and today's the only day I've got to record, so we've got to do this, and so I'm going to sound like hot garbage. And for that, I apologize in advance. And if it's hard to listen to, let me know in the comments down below. I'll put up an edited version of this where my voice is not being heard, or you can just turn the volume down. Anyways, guys, today the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting a tug into space, and by what I mean by tug, I mean we're going to be modifying our space station just a little bit. We're going to be adding on to it. One of my commenters, and I can't remember who, and I'm so sorry I can't remember who it was, said that you could always just add on to your space station, and I was like, you're right, I can. And it just it hadn't dawned on me yet to do that. So what we're doing is we're going to be putting up a that's the tug you're looking at right there. That's going to be our drone that's going to move stuff and put stuff in position for us. And basically it's an RCS. It's controlled with RCS. It's an RCS thruster. It's going to move around. It's small, maneuverable, and it's going to be able to put shit into its proper place, basically. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to take a drink. I'm going to be taking a couple of drink breaks in this. I usually do a long recording session at once, but I'm definitely only doing one today, so you don't have to worry about the episode 24 sounding like this, unless I get sick again. But so yeah, the tug is going to go up there. That's going to be to move stuff around, and what you're seeing me build right now is the docking port. So we're going to put basically a star together, 4 on each side, and one on top, one on bottom. That's a star formation, and we're going to put different docking ports around that, ranging from the big docking ports, which is that one right there, to the smaller docking ports that accommodate, I think they're called the Clampatron Juniors. That docking port is important because we're going to be building a space plane, and I'm trying to sound excited about that. God, I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but I gotta get this done, so we gotta do this. Yeah, so we're gonna be putting those little ones on there to dock with the space plane, and that is our goal today, is to build this, put this into space, and also to build an SSTO, our first SSTO, and go from there. So yeah, this is just a sped up recording of us building. While we're in a little bit of a lull here, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for all your love and support over the last couple of weeks. You guys have been amazing. Keep killing it. I'm up to 192 subscribers. We're almost at 200, and when we get to 200, we'll do something special for 200. And like to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you guys for coming over here and subscribing. As always, I do appreciate it. If you've noticed that I haven't been returning or commenting on your comments at a quick pace lately, it's because it is Christmas. I have a 2-year-old and a wife, and it's been hella busy, and I really apologize for that. I have to split my time appropriately, and one of the things that suffers when I have to spend a lot of time with family is the YouTube channel, and that's always the way it's going to be. It's the way it's designed to be. This is a hobby, and that my family is always going to be, more important. I'm not knocking on you guys. You guys are awesome. I love coming out here. I love coming out here and making these videos for you guys, and showing you what I do in Kerbal. And I've been getting a lot of great feedback from people. Some people are just like, they love how real I am with this game, and how I'm not Scott Manley. And that's kind of what I'm going for, is just your everyday man. This is how someone who doesn't know physics and delta V, this is how they play. Because not everyone figures that shit out. So, again, thank you for the good comments and everything. You guys are awesome. I wish I could bring you more content right now. I just can't. I'm working on it. I promise you, I'm working on it. I'm trying to move things around and stuff, so just bear with me. But anyways, back to the rockets. So basically, this design is going to change, and the recording didn't record it correctly, so I'm just going to tell you about it before this is over with. You see me putting the booster rockets on there. The first one that popped on there with all those rockets around in a circle, that's the design we're going with. This is not. This is just me fighting the reality that I need a lot of oomph to get this non-aerodynamic thing. See, there you go. That's the design we ended up going with. Sorry I didn't show it. It was just me replacing that with that, and it was already on there. So, again, sorry about that. But here we go, putting this bad boy into space, holding on to our tank. This thing is not aerodynamically stable at all, so we're going for a very, very aggressive burn into low carbon orbit. And not even ejecting stuff until we get into the higher atmosphere where it's a lot thinner. This thing is really, since it's not aerodynamic at all, it's terrible. And I just realized I didn't even have the main engine, that other main engine on the entire time. But what a schmuck. What a schmuck. But my docking's gotten a little bit better. We don't play Ring Around the Rosie nowhere near as much as I did in the first one, but we still play Ring Around the Rosie a lot, and for time constraints I'm probably going to cut this out. But yeah, this is just us getting into orbit, and I'll see you when we get to the space station. Well, actually you'll see it here in just a second. And here we are approaching our space station. Had to cut all that stuff out. I obviously not 100% over here, and left all that in. I was like, I don't know, good 5 minutes of video of me just circling around Kerbin. So yeah, I'm not on my A game today, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is us coming into the station, and you can see how this tug is designed to work. It's designed to have plenty of fuel. It can be refueled, which is a good thing. But it's going to be what moves things into position for us. Now, we still have our command pod still parked to this thing. So we have to move a Kerbal over and get that out of the way real quick. And once that's out of the way, we'll be able to put that tug in that position. And that then opens up to where there's more than just one docking port. Now we'll have several docking ports. So again, that was the whole idea of this, was to be able to move this around, and open up more parking spots, so that if we got a crew up there, we can send another crew up there to visit or resupply, and send one person back or one person back up there. You know, it just opens up a whole bunch of stuff. And that's two. It'll end up being 3 big ports, 2 small ports, which is perfect. And we'll angle the space plane to where it's not going to hit anything. And you'll see that here in just a second when we start designing, because this is going to be this will be the only action in this one. There's us going to the station. We've got a lot of time to kill before we get to our probe gets to Duna. I do have a Kerbal alarm system set up, alarm to let me know when it's almost there and then we need to burn again. But that's going to take a while, so we're probably going to do a lot of little things in the meantime. I would like to I haven't recorded past this. I've been sick and I haven't had time to. So I could honestly say I have no backlog. This is your current. So I don't know what I'm going to do next after this. We gotta finish the good God, I'm all over the place. Look at me. Can't even steer. We gotta finish the space plane. It's not 100% yet. As a matter of fact, it can't even, well, you know, I can go ahead and tell you it's in this episode. I mean, it's unable to break orbit the way it is right now. We've got to change some stuff. I put the wrong type of fuel on there, and well, you're not even going to see a flag. I didn't put any of the stuff in there because it's so wonky, but it does fly. I have test flown it, but it doesn't break orbit. It doesn't break into orbit, and it has the wrong fuel on it. I put I didn't put enough rocket fuel on there and put way too much regular fuel, which was dumb on my part. And here we are in the spaceplane hangar now, building our SSTO. You saw the docking port; it's right there at the top. That's that small. Oh my God, my voice. That's that small Clampatron docking port that will allow us to dock with the smaller docking port. You can put bigger docking ports on this, obviously, but I wanted to go for the one that is designed to go with the Mark II, and kind of build it into the actual design. So that's just the way I wanted to do things, and I really don't know why. I guess because it looks nice. But anyways, we're struggling to find the Mark II parts. They're kind of spread out all over the place, unfortunately. We definitely wanted to have enough crew capacity in this to take up more than just the 2 pilots. We wanted to bring a crew up there, or worst case scenario, bring a crew home. You know, that's the fuel and everything right there. Nothing special. We're not gonna. I thought about putting a cargo bay on there to do satellites and stuff like that, but when we've got such a trusted system with the Gigamot rocket for people, for single people, and for satellites and stuff like that, I didn't feel like it was necessary to build a cargo bay into it, just because why would you need it? You've got we've got a very, very sturdy foundation already, so I didn't even mess with it. This is not meant to replace any of the rockets. This is just for funsies, basically. And to build an SSTO, I'm very terrible at building airplanes, as you'll see. But this is where I make the mistake of putting all jet fuel on and no rocket fuel. So the only rocket fuel ends up being the 2 modules that you saw me put on that are the Mark II body parts. Sorry if I sound like I'm yelling, it's because I'm trying to get my voice to fucking work. This is very frustrating for me, by the way. Those are the engines I should have gone with. I end up changing them out, however, for the fancier ones. I'm gonna end up putting the afterburner ones back on anyways. We went with 2 swivel rockets. Those are going to be more than enough to get us into to stable orbit, and of course some air intakes to make sure you're able to get up to speed quicker. In all honesty, you probably only need one of the regular fuel tanks that I put on there. I put 3 on each side. You probably just need 1 on each side. The rest can be all rocket fuel, or you can make that back one where the rocket engines are connected. You can make that just regular fuel and have everything else rocket fuel. That would be fine too. You're not going to use a lot of aircraft fuel. You're only mainly going to be using rocket fuel in this thing. And as you can see, my airplane designs have gotten a little bit better. A lot better, actually. I'm a little bit proud of this one. It looks neat, and it flies really good. One of the other things I did this time is remove all the fuel and see where the center of gravity was going to be, because this thing technically will probably be coming. God damn, I gotta drink something. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Again, I know this is going to be like listening to nails scratching on a chalkboard. I apologize for that. Technically, this thing is probably going to be coming in pretty much out of fuel. I think it'll probably take all the fuel that's in there to get it into orbit, and then it's, you know, the way it'll move around in orbit, it's probably going to be what little fuel's left, and RCS. Probably, I mean, mainly as its main component, but I don't know. We haven't gotten into orbit yet, so, you know, it's cart before the horse and everything. It will It will fly and it will get into orbit though. It's a nice airplane. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the cool design and everything. And of course, you know, since Jolly Roger's been really amazing with helping my channel out, you know I'm naming it after him. So this will be the Jolly Roger. I think I just named it Jolly Roger. I may name it JRA. I don't know. I can't remember. My mind's not working, people. Good God. Yeah, so basically, one of the cool things here is the it's a lot easier to make airplanes now for some reason. I used to struggle with it a lot. The landing, especially with the landing wheels and stuff. Oh my God, that thing looked like a retarded bird. With the getting the right wheels on it and everything, and they would be wobbly. But I think Kerbal joint reinforcement helps out with this a lot. I may be wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so we're gonna start sinking a bunch of stuff down into it, like RCS tanks, because they are ugly, and I don't like to look at RCS tanks. So we'll sink those down inside, and apparently we'll sink that kind of RCS tank down in there. I forgot they had big one of the mod pads I have has big RCS tanks. And that was a big RCS tank. And we'll put the RCS thrusters on there as well. And the best design, the best thing to do for these is to try his best to keep the RCS thrusters around the center of gravity. Or not center of gravity, center of mass. You're supposed to do that with any RCS thrusters anyways, but space planes are a little bit more difficult because you don't have the symmetrical circular rocket like you do with rockets. And so you have to kind of plan these out a little bit better, and they are a pain in the butt to plan out. And the bad thing is you won't be able to test them until you get into space. So I have no clue if these damn things work or not, because I haven't been in space yet. But yeah, throwing these little ones on the wingtip and stuff, trying to make them look pretty, make sure they're not disconnected and everything. And then we'll put one on each side right there for some lateral movement and some up and down. So lateral and horizontal. So I think I got all 4 directions taken care of. Up, down, left, right, and forwards and backwards. I know forwards and backwards is taken care of, but I'm pretty sure that coverage is correct. Anyways, we're setting up we're actually going to use some custom stuff, custom commands on that, because excuse me, because we got to switch between air intake engines and rockets. But anyways, guys, that is gonna be it for today's episode. Again, I am so sorry for my voice. I really hope this doesn't make this so unwatchable. If it does, don't worry yourself. Leave a comment down below that this is just completely unwatchable, and again, I'll just put up, I'll either re-record it later or something, but my voice is dead. I'm so sorry. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, you know I appreciate a like, a subscription, and a share. You guys, again, are amazing. I can't thank you guys enough for all your support. I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to go nurse my voice. You guys have a good day, and we'll see you next time for more Redneck Space Program.